This is just a quick how-to remove some wallpaper. I took down the paneling that was on the wall, and this was left behind the paneling. They started taking it down and then decided to panel over it, so I got some work to do. It's actually quite easy. You only need a couple things. This is what I have. First things first, you'll obviously need some wallpaper stripper. You can get that at Home Depot, Menards, Fleet Farm. They'll all have it. Any of your regular stores. Next thing you'll need is, try and see this in the light. It's a wallpaper cutter. It just dots holes in the wallpaper to let this stripper seep into it. And then you'll possibly need a scraper and a sponge. So first things first, we're going to take our cutter, just go on the wallpaper. While you're doing that, the teeth are actually eating holes in the paper. You can see I've done it quite a bit already. Just make some circular motions. That'll eat up the wallpaper. So you want to do that. And next thing you want to do is come back over, take your wallpaper stripper, go ahead and spray that on here. Give it a nice lathering dose. I'm going to replace the woodwork and the door, but if you were going to save that, you want to make sure that you tape across this so you're not getting any of this onto your woodwork. And my floor, I'm not worried about it either because we're going to replace that as well. So again, just spray it down. After that, let that sit 5-10 minutes, 15 if you have to. What it's going to end up doing is, I don't know if you can see this, but there's slow bubbles in here. Bubbles are rippling. There's a nice big one in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. After you let that sit, just come on over, just start peeling. It'll come off nice. You can see, I don't know if you can see the holes in it. That's from the ripper. So that, again, that allows the stripper to go through. Now you can see at the slight angle that there's still wallpaper residue on here. So what you're going to do then is go ahead, come back over. Once you got this completely removed, I'll just remove it quick for you. So I'll just pull until it doesn't come off anymore. You can see it's coming off pretty nice. One big sheet. Alright, so one whole piece came off. Pretty simple. Let's throw that away. Now you can see the residue on there, the right angle. Come back over. Again, give it a good dose. You can let it sit 5, 10, 15 minutes. I already let this section sit next to it. Here's where your sponge comes in. The bottom half I already did a little bit. We'll go back up to the top here and try and let you see this. You can see all this residue up here. Then go ahead and just take your sponge. And as I'm rubbing, you can see that removes all the residue here. Sorry for the shakiness. One hand man here. Once you got like that, I'm going to come back over. I got a bucket here, just water in it. Douse it in some water, wipe it down, and you're good to go. If you would need a scraper, again, a scraper here, it would help you get underneath here. I have the sand in my walls, so it's actually, it'll eat away the paint. Not that the paint matters, I'm going to be repainting, but it's actually really hard to scrape. If it was a smooth surface, you'd be able to get on here and scrape a little better, but I get caught on all the sand in the walls. So again, it's just an overview. Go ahead and scrape it with your, punch holes in it with the cutter. Go ahead and spray it, peel it right off, spray it again, let it sit, and then wipe it out with the sponge, and then your final step is to wipe it off with soap and water. After that, you're good.